Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
How's everyone doing? It's so good to see everyone.
What's up, man? I've been waiting on this one.
I know, it's so crazy. We didn't get a chance to chat last year. Quvenzhané, we chatted last year, but I'm really pumped for this. Right off the bat, you know, I think you know how I feel about this. This is one of my favorite shows. This is one of the greatest shows on TV, but most importantly, this is one of the most important shows on TV. So I just wanted to say that. I do find this interesting because I feel like it's elevated in season 2. You see this a little bit with Jace in season 1, but every episode of season 2 of Swagger, Jace is dealing with something massive off or on the court. Every episode, basically. And I just feel like from an acting perspective, can you even prepare for that specifically? Like every episode, he's dealing with something.
I mean, every episode. Say it one more time for the people in the back.
It's crazy.
Reggie Rock, he knew what he wanted to throw at me. Reggie Rock Bicewood, that's like, you know, I have a couple different Ikes in my life, I would say, but Reggie is one of those people that just really wants to see me win. He's determined to, you know, prove to me that, like, his vision for me is just immense. So he wrote me a lot of things. He wrote Jace a lot of, you know, problems this year, and he has to take them on head first. And Jace comes in, he's very poised and calm, and, you know, he's just ready to take it on and be that role model.
100%. Now, Quvenzhané, I find it interesting because, you know, season 1, you know, I always find a season 1 interesting because everyone, including yourself, is introduced to this character. Like, you've never played Crystal before. There's a lot kind of figuring it out. For season 2, because I feel like there's so much, there's a lot of complexity with a lot of these characters like Crystal. Do you feel like you're starting to understand this character more going back and filming season 2? Do you feel like you were still learning about this character as you were going?
To be honest, I feel like it's a never-ending journey with Crystal. I mean, she is always growing, and mind you, it was a time jump. So I spent some time, even when we weren't filming, being Crystal. Like, she would slip in every once in a while. So, I mean, seeing the growth is amazing, and I loved being a part of it. Yeah, I think everybody needs to see this little glow up she got going on.
For sure. Does it feel sometimes like you're working on 2 shows a little bit where it's about sports and basketball, but if you look at the other perspective, it's not about sports and basketball at all? Does it ever feel like that, Isaiah?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but it's always one sound, one band. We're just, you know, this show is for us. It's for the culture. It's for the world. We want to grow with the culture and just be a textbook, you know, masterclass for people that are trying to pursue their dreams and, you know, be, you know, role models and leaders in their communities. I think we all have a little bit of Crystal Jarrett in us. I think we all have a little Jace Carson, Drew Murphy, and Jason Rivera, Nick Mendez in us. So, like, you know,
don't forget about Big Phil.
Phil Marksby. Phil Marksby has a huge year this year.
You said Musa?
Musa Raheem. We all got Musa Raheem in us.
Murphy, you said that already?
We got Royale Hughes in us.
Yes.
I mean, I could go down the whole list, but, like, this show is for us, and, you know, it is what it is.
And Quvenzhané, I want you to kind of maybe like kind of comment on this. The amount of social issues and important kind of topics that are in one TV show. To be honest with you, from kind of a fan of the show and someone who also wants to make content, it's actually inspiring how much is kind of packed in every episode. It's pretty crazy to think about that, right?
Yes, it's insane. I mean, but it's very important these days for those discussions to be had. We're pushing people to talk about it because sometimes people just ignore it or they just keep swiping on social media. But we need to talk about it. Like, it needs to live on that this is a problem that needs to be fixed. So I love this show dearly just for that one specific reason. That is what drew me to this show, because when it was pitched to me, my character has, like, you know, season 1 is deep. It's very emotional, very vulnerable. So that was a challenge for me as an actress, but it also was important to me as a person, as a Black woman, as a woman in general, to 100%. Make this experience be on the screen and for it to be authentic as well.
But June 23rd, season 2 of Swagger is premiering on Apple TV Plus. It was so great to chat with you. Thank you so much for this incredible show and all the best.
Amazing. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.